Hello, good evening, and welcome to Amamanson's Network and today's broadcast with Ellen. Yes, trying to share to a couple of pages and we will start. Okay, and trying to share. Okay, all done. Good. Yes, welcome to this video. Welcome to this live feed today. My name is Ellen. Very much excited to be here. And I hope with this new audience, I can make new friends, join this new amazing community, and we share our learning and our experiences. So much welcome. And I look forward to spending this 1 hour with you guys. The topic that we are discussing today is value addition to help foster progress. Value addition. Where are we adding the value? How are we going to add this value? What is even the value that we even talking about? Come on, what is it? Let's try and explore it together. Okay, a bit of a background. I know I'm a new face on this network. My name is Ellen Adomako, and I run the Facebook page on Life's Journey with Ellen. If you go to the page, some of the things you see is that I say I educate, I inspire, and I motivate. Yes, in terms of education, it's more of a career, it's what I do, my daily bread and butter stuff. I teach, I'm a teacher. Yes, I prefer to use the teacher, but I teach in higher education, so a university lecturer, if you want to use another terminology to describe me. In terms of my outreach work, the main focus, what I'm interested in, is a progress. I myself am on a progress journey. I'm trying to do better for myself, looking at where I have come from and where I plan, where I intend to go. And I think for most of us, starting the new year is something that we are all interested, that we all would like to do. I don't know where you are in life, which situation you are in, whether you've already made it, or even we say the sea is still, when it's rain, it falls within the sea. So we all, one way or the other, are on this journey that we call life, and to foster our progress, not be stagnant, moving on from time to time, from one point to the other, is one of the things that I myself personally am on this journey. And who is it better to do this with than somebody who is doing it themselves? I may have been a little bit of a step ahead of you, but hey, we can do this together. We can run, we can move, hold each other's hands, cry together, and share all the joys and the celebrations together. That's why today I've taken time out to come, and let's have a chat. Let's discuss value, adding value to yourself as a person. How can you do that? And when it is done, how can it effectively foster your progress agenda? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. This value addition is part of our self-development agenda. Self-development agenda. Growing up and even being mature, I've come more recently, I would say about 5 years, and realized that though I've been involved in a lot of things, fine, I was going to school doing some things, but to actually developing myself as a person, adding value to myself as a person, I realized in one way or the other, there was a shortfall in that. When we say value addition, what is it? What is value addition? And by the way, I'm from Ghana as well. So most of my examples may be biased, like from Ghanaian community, Ghanaian perspective. Also, I stay in the UK, so I can also take some examples from this context. So let's bear those things in mind. Okay. I'm going to use an example, simple example of a value addition. Let's think of plantain. Yes, plantain, body. Good. If you look at plantain in its form, the market woman selling this plantain in its form straight from the market, the price that the market woman is likely going to get is somehow different from when this same plantain chips manage to metamorphosize itself or to change itself into a plantain chips. Or I lie? Okay, good. It may be a single plantain that have been cut into a pack that you buy, but the prices may be different. And what's the only difference? Value has been added to the plantain. So when plantain value is added to it, it changes the price. Its value does change. Yes. The same plantain to plantain chips, if it moves a little step further and find itself in Accra Mall or Kuala, its value is going to change. And people definitely buy in each of these forms. So if you are thinking of ourselves as this commodity, as this product, human beings, yes, this is sadly sometimes people treat us as products. Your employers may treat you as a product. They question, to what value are you bringing to my team? To what value is this person bringing to my team that I need to pay more for that, for this person? Or what is so extraordinary about this person that I do need to pay for? And that is the value addition. In my line of work, I look at the things that people do. The things that people do, from you waking up to your paid work to the things that you do for fun. Yes, that's what I looked at. And I look at whether people can do it effectively or they may need help to do that. And when we look at the aspects, the part that people do work to get money or to be paid, employers are usually looking at the value that you can add to it, to what they already do. Okay, so the question that I'm asking you, I want you to ponder, is that if somebody is to ask you, what is your value? What will be your response? Type in, if you're watching me, what is your value? Okay, yes. There are so many ways that people, if you are to be put on a scale, okay, to weigh our value. If people are to put it on a scale to weigh how valuable that we are, broadly, more broadly, it will be how much you earn, how much skills you are able to trade, skills time that you are able to trade to get people paying for it. That can be your value. This is a broad definition of like how value or valuable. It's very, very broad. There are different aspects that as a person, as a holistic being, you can be weighed, all other aspects of your life that we can really assess you on your value. So let me ask you, which areas of your life? Okay. So now we've established that as people, we may be treated as a commodity, as a product. Yeah, it's arguable. You can choose to say you agree or not. But hey, in the workforce, in the employment, in the labor force, yes, there's the human capital that people are ready to invest money in to contribute to what they are producing. So they weigh you to know as an employer how much what you are bringing to the team, and that will determine how much they are willing to pay for your services. That's the truth. It's the blatant truth. Okay. And as people, we have the potential to increase our value at each point in time. I've talked about value in the general sense, but value, there are different aspects of us as individual that we can add the value to. So if you are to add value to yourself, what are the areas that you can focus on? I know it's 2023. People want to achieve things. You really want to make things different. Okay. So, how can you, or which areas of your life can you add value to that people can really, really know that, okay, hey, you can do this for me. Hello, Oba Kate, welcome. Thanks for catching me live today. Good. I've got company. Yeah, please, if you are watching me, if you join in, please do put in a chat, add your views, answer some of these questions that I threw out there, and let's explore our values together. Not the values, the things that we hold dear, but this time we're looking at, hey, how people actually weigh us and how much they are ready to pay for us, to pay for our services. Because in the year 2023, hey, we're going to make things differently. We're going to be so valuable that people cannot just dispose us of. And we are going to go with the time so much so that we are very, very much adaptable. Good. Yes, so going on, what areas of your life can people place values on? Okay, if you have any idea, you can put it in the chat. One is your knowledge, how much you know. I've made a video in the past and I put the statement, your level of success can never be more than how much you have developed yourself. Yes, your level of success in life, how much you are able to achieve, cannot be more than how much you have developed yourself. And I gave the simple example of two people who are both teachers. Let's say someone went off to teach after secondary school and the other one went off to teach after university. We definitely know that these two people are going to get different salary. The value that has been placed on them in this case is mostly due to the knowledge that they have acquired or the kind of education that they have gone through. Someone may say it's just a piece of paper. Yes, but that piece of paper, in the process to be able to acquire that, they were able to go through the discipline, acquire a different knowledge, and come up with that paper. Yes. So, one way that most people, the easiest, straightforward way is acquiring knowledge. And we know in today's world, you don't only have to sit in the classroom to acquire the knowledge. There are lots of information available, lots of books available that you can read, that you can educate yourself, and in a way, you can be very, very knowledgeable. I've started my journey on content creation, social media, doing Facebook, and it's a new knowledge that I have been acquiring. I did not know this prior, like let's say a year ago. I had no idea of most of the things that I'm learning now. And now, if I'm having a conversation with somebody or someone wants me to do something for them around social media, I know what I'm doing compared to if someone was to engage my service. Like 2 years ago, nobody would even talk to me about social media because I knew nothing. But going ahead, knowing the basis, knowing how what is even a Facebook page, now at least someone can contact me to create a Facebook page for them, and this value that I added to myself can be a skills that I can trade to get an income or to develop something from it. So the topic that we are discussing today, value addition, to help foster your progress as a person, your self development, the things that you add to yourself. That like I can me say Emma wumu eyedu, you know, the things that you add to yourself such that people will say that yes, this person they have a particular substance that they are ready to either pay for it, buy it out, or engage that service. And the first one that I've touched on is knowledge, nimdie, you reading, acquiring the knowledge. There is the other one, skills. Okay, and I've put this into these two categories: the knowledge, that which you read or that which you acquire, and the skills, the practical skills, the act of doing something. Yes. Oh, these days people have different skills that has really added value to them. And I always make this joke in my house that, oh, like I've been in Ghana and I've wasted a lot of my skills. Yes. I hope those of you in the diaspora in the UK who have moved from Ghana, you bear me witness. When we were in Ghana, there were so many things that we did not do ourselves because you can easily engage someone to do that thing for you. I wouldn't learn how to cook a food like wachi. No, it's not something that we cook in our home. So I did not even bother to ask a neighbor to teach me. No. But when you travel, you get to a new place and you realize that, oh, I want to eat wachi. You go find the skills. So you realize that you've learned so many things that previously you couldn't even cook. And that's one way that people these days have been acquiring different skills. Doing fixing your hair, styling your hair, and to the basis of like in Ghana these days, fascinator and like brother fans and other things. People are learning these skills, and I know a trained teacher who now do on the side business like cake and cake decoration. So these skills, yes, she's done it, she's acquired these skills, and people are really paying for these services. So if you are also on this journey, trying to know what you can do to help you such that your progress, you don't just say, I'm going to do well, 2023 is going to be a year of success, it's going to be an amazing year. No, you have to add something. You have to add a particular value to yourself. If you mention your name, Ellen, there should be something else that you can do that will make sure that it foster whatever progress that you really looking to. The third value, or the third thing that you can consider in terms of adding value to yourself that I want to discuss is your network. Yes, the people around you, the people that you surround yourself with. Okay. And here we're looking at your friends, your families within the workplace. And I think now, for most of us, if you've not come to know that the people in your network or the people that you associate with are such that they can either make or break you, then this is something that you really have to reconsider. Okay. Your social network is such that if, sorry, your social network, if you say that the people within your network don't add anything to you, you still have friends, you still have people who call you to say, come, like you talk on the phone for 2 hours, gossip about some people. Come on, how much are you going to add to yourself? No. But if you have friends that when they call you, they are asking you, have you completed that thing we set out to? Then you know that yes, we are on course. Yes, you're doing something. But if you still have friends, if you're a guy, you've got a couple of friends, whenever they come by, you come home and you are drunk. You go out there, they are talking about new babes in town. They are talking about nyash. No, there's nothing. That saying, show me your friend and I'll show you your character. Yes, in this instance, it's work. If you surround yourself with people who motivate, who get you to do, then you are likely to also what? Be a go-getter. If you are with friends who are acquiring knowledge, you are likely to also be one of them. Yet, so as we exploring, let's look at our social network. So I've talked about the three areas that you can consider in terms of your knowledge. What knowledge have you acquired? How are you educating yourself? What skills are you learning? And finally, within your network, your social network, the people who are in and how they are either adding or they are taking away from your life. Okay. Yes. So if you are able to add this knowledge to yourself, it's likely that the progress that you so much desire is likely you're going to get this progress. Okay. And the people that you are in your network, you are going to be more informed. They are going to help you to develop yourself and add more to yourself such that you can do that which you have to do. Let's pause. Okay. Okay. I've talked about the value. It looks like it's very, very tempting. You want to add some to yourself. You want to get to that end, progress, excellence, achieved. But to get there, I'm not going to stand here lie to you that it's going to be easy. No, it takes discipline. Okay. It's a difficult process. It does not just come by chance. No, it takes time. It will take hard work. It will take putting in the effort. And sometimes you feel the pain. You feel the pinch in your skin so much in doing it. Oh, come on. Did I tell you that it's going to be easy? No. You need to add the value. Yes. But the process is not easy. It's not a straightforward easy. No. It requires work. It requires effort. Let's talk about gold. Eh, I've not seen gold, but I've read about gold and the process. Okay. And that one part that I like so much about is that it goes through fire to be refined. So in this 2023, if you are fantasizing with this idea of progress and you are going to go the path of adding value, then friends, mates, be mindful or be aware that you are going to do the work. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be hard work. You really have to put in the work. You feel it in your skin. Some people have done it with bit of sleepless nights. If you were sleeping the full hours, going on such a journey will mean that you cut down on your sleep, and that you really try and make sure that you do what you set out to do. Okay. Another thing that can also, as part of the process of adding value, that this is more of like a reminder than telling you something new, is controlling the negative thoughts. Some people have abandoned projects that they set out to do because of negative thoughts. I can't. It can't be done. It's so difficult. I can't finish. Please, it's tiring. No, it's same for people, but they push through. So whenever any of these negative thoughts comes through your mind and you are thinking of giving up, remember that that is the path. That's those before you have done it. So you have to put away those negative thoughts. It will come. Oh, most, like, it's in our human nature to want the comfort, to not want the stress. So those things to be playing in your mind is so difficult. I can't do it and I really need to. But hey, get, like, be more aware that when this thought pattern comes to your mind, you're going to challenge it and say that yes, I know it's difficult, but I'm not in this alone. Some people have done it, and I'm also can do that. And this leads us to the third part of the process: owning it. Owning the process. There are so many grown up adults, they might even be in their own homes, making their own families, that in their life is still more like parents are dictating for them, siblings dictating for them, husbands, wives, partners dictating for them. When are you going to own your life? Because when you're doing things and you don't own these things, the passion, the energy to push through, you don't have it if you don't own what you are doing. So to go on such a journey, one thing that you really have to be mindful is to be aware or taking the responsibility that this is me on this journey. This is what I have done. I have chosen. I'm going to complete it. I may need help from other people. Even if they choose not to give me those help, I will still push and I will still go with it. Yes. So that's how you get it done. That's how you take the value, and that's how you tend to achieve this. If you've just joined me, I have the title going up on the screen: Value Addition to Help Foster Progress. value addition that will help you as an individual to foster that progress that you so much desire in 2023, that you really so much desire, you want to achieve in 2023. Good. Yes, that's okay. Good. So I don't know if you people have any chats or you have any question up to this point. We've explored what value means. Like value in this instance as a person, I've conceptualized it or I've thought of it like the things that you do, what you add to yourself, such that if you as a person being treated as a commodity, others may see your wealth. Okay, good. Let me sum this up. I don't know who may be watching, but to sum this up briefly in Chi. Ene, ye dwendwene ho se onipa sɛ wode biribi ɛbɛka wo ho or sɛ wote bea no wobɛsua biribi ɛde aka wo ho sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a enipa ɛho wo mu duro. Okay, deɛ wo nso wode ɛba table no ɛso. 2023 yɛsim yɛmu bebree yɛpɛ sɛ yɛdi yie, yɛpɛ sɛ deɛ yɛyɛ no ɛkɔ yie, nanso yɛmu bi wɔ hɔ a adeɛ a ɛtwe yɛn paa akɔ akyire no ɛbɛtumi ayɛ sɛ biribi a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛkɔsua ne yɛde ka yɛn abrabɔ ho no yɛnyɛɛ. Enti saa nneɛma no ɛna ɛma yɛnyɛ den yɛntumi ɛnkɔ yɛn anim. Me din de Ellen. I have a Facebook page on Life's Journey with Ellen, and I share some of these teachings on it. The next bit that I want us to consider is my own life story. Sorry, I want to put a chat here. Yeah, okay. It's my own life story. I'm not just saying this as a result of, let's say, saying sake or just to say no. Okay, I have been on this journey, like consciously deciding that this is my life. I don't want my reality. I'm going to push and perceive and add value to my life such that I can progress. As I said, I am still on this journey. I am not there yet, but I know that with where I have moved from how far I have gone, it's likely I'm going to what? Achieve that which I set out to achieve. Okay. I grew up in a very, I don't know if you're watching me and you are from Kumasi, say hi. Okay. Anyone from Kumasi, say hi. Good. Ashanti region. So we've narrowed from Ashanti region to Kumasi. And I stayed in Tafo. Old Tafo. If you stayed in Tafo, another hi. Okay. You can put those things here and I'll come back and check it. I'll check the comments and response to them. Yeah. So I stayed in Tafo. Tafu Zongo. Eh, my identity. Most of my formative years was formed there. Being in such an environment, my mother was very late at an early age. She passed when I was 10. Yeah. And I stayed with aunties. I looked at the environment that I was in and I realized that this can never be my reality. No, I did not want to be like grow up and raise my family in a similar environment. No way. So what did I do? You remember the first thing to consider in adding value? I went for the knowledge. And yeah, I knew education was going to be my only escape in that situation. and I did focus on it. I put in all that needed to be put in. It was not a relaxed environment, no. Okay, let me share a little bit. Okay. I went to case, yes, and first year, a day student. I stayed in Tafo, old sites for Okes or say Tree, if somebody knows. It was in Dichemso. And if you stay in Tafo that time, it's only a taxi that can take you to Crow From and you walk down to Dichemso. Or you either have to go through Kejitia and around. So most of the time, you get, if you're in Tafo, you get a taxi fare. You walk a bit to where the Methodist church is. There was a taxi rank. You take a taxi that takes you to Crow From traffic lights, and you walk further down. Or sometimes, if you are lucky, they'll take you further down, and you have to walk down to the school. It got so difficult at some point that all that you can do, or all that I can do, was that after school we walk from Dichemso right till Swami Runabout. Yeah, you walk, trek from Dichemso, go from Dichemso to Swami Runabout to come and get trotro to Tafo. Hey, the money is not there. You don't have, the taxi fare was twice like the minivan, the trotro. So you have to, and you walk. I had some friends who were going beyond Tafo. So we will walk all the way right up to Swami Runabout. We have some friends who are going to Swami. They will walk home. Others, we will take the trotro. We go to Tafo. And this is some of the things, some of the efforts that you have to take such that you can add value to yourself, to lift you up from the environment or from the place that you don't want to be. So when I say such a journey is not easy, truly it's not easy. And this is not the only story that I have. Okay, so for me, walking and trekking, I don't fear. It's a hobby. Yeah, when you do things so much at some point, you have to make fun of it. You have to, let's say, yeah, I like it. Even if you don't like it, it's your reality, it's part of that which you want to achieve. Yes. You go through these things. I put in the work. Yes. And somehow I ended up in the boarding house. So that journey stopped. But even in the boarding house, with all the challenges, still go through and you write the exams. How I managed to travel to get to the UK, it was all hard work and being at the right place at the right time. Let me put it that way. Yeah, being at the right place at the right time, like God's favor. But you have to put in the work. I did not just sit there and pray to God. God, no. Going to a university, being given a course that you have no interest in doing. Somebody who did read mathematics, economics, accounting, being given reading courses at the uni that I did not even know where to start from. How to put seats on bump. Oh my God. Yeah. But you have to know that this is the way out. So if 2023 you want to see things differently, you want to have a different outcome, brother, sister, please, things have to be done differently. And it's not going to be easy. It doesn't get easy. The efforts have to be put in. Okay? Has to be put in. It's been similar similar journey. And I know for most people watching me now, for those who will come back later, you may all have similar stories. Yes, this is called life. One, it's not fair, it's difficult. Oh, it whips you. Marriage of finance. Well, say when is it what? When rain, oh gosh, I've forgotten this phrase. Anansi, the scene where he was walking in and saying that when poverty is whipping your back, rain also tends to whip you some more. Yes, life, it can get difficult, it can press you, it can really bring you to ground zero. But I think we know better now. For most of us, especially if you've got data and you are watching me, or if you've got data, or if you have access to the internet and you can listen to it, then it means that you are positioned such that you have a leverage, you have a point, you have a platform to start rising from. Okay, so don't undermine what you have. Don't fall in the trap of other people. Don't be in the wrong crowd, so that the potentials in you that you can develop, that you can build upon, to help us get ourselves from this situation that we don't want. Okay? It's not going to be easy. Yes, that one is for sure. If it means we have to cry, we will cry. Se basi yebesu a, yebesu, yewia yebepepa yenim. Yɛbɛpepa yɛ to, yɛbɛsɔre. We will move on and we will push. And that's how the journey of life we tend to go. That's the only way that we can move on this journey of life. Okay, my name is Ellen Adomako, and today I'm talking about value addition that will help you to foster progress. Okay, you can look at it in terms of knowledge acquisition, skills acquisition, and the social network that you have. How you're going to broaden it such that it helps you, it foster this agenda. But the key thing is how much you are going to progress. So much depend on how much you're going to develop yourself. So I have some few questions for you. At this moment, where are you at in this journey? What value can you add to your life? Which aspects? Where? Which aspect of your life do you need to add that value to, so that as a commodity in quotes, as a product, oh, the need for you, the rush for your services will be so much that it will, your demand supply, there will be increase. There will be so much demand, and your price as a valuable product, as a valuable person, as a person who imparts, as a person who is knowledgeable, as a person who, when we have in our team, enriches the social network, people are ready to buy for that service or to pay for that service, such that it will help foster your progress. Okay. And what is it? So now you ask yourself, where are you at? And what do you require to help you to add value to which area of your life? Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the comments. Yeah, about Kate, I think that's the comment that I've seen. Thank you so much for being with me. And I hope that with this message in 2023, we're going to do things differently. In next time, when I join this channel, one area that I'm going to focus on is how. And that's one passion that I'm proceeding now. One thing that I'm really looking into helping people to really achieve now. There is a gap. And if there is anyone who really wants to know how you can add the value to your life, I'm targeting different group of people. The first group of people that I've been banging on are mothers or people who, let's say, pregnancy, childbearing, childbirth, raising the children, you stopped. You stopped working. You stopped developing yourself. And now you feel so comfortable in this your new role, such that there's nothing like you're not so motivated. You don't even want to get yourself off and get any additional thing doing. And that additional thing that you have to pick on is that which will bring you, help you to add the value to yourself. So if you are a mom that you stayed at home for a while, that you don't even know where to start from, and I don't blame you. I'm not going to judge you. That's the human nature. If you do one thing for a long time, change is something that it takes process. And for people going back to work, like let me put it that way, going back to work or going back to school or starting a new training or education, start basic, even the basic thing of being motivated to start. For some people, this can take them about 2 years to develop that motivation. So if you find yourself in such a role, you are not on your own. Okay, you are not the only one. Sometimes you can't do it on your own. You may need additional help. You may need a professional help. So talk to someone. If you really genuinely want to do it, talk to someone. And that's one of the things that I specialize in. You've been out of work for a long time. You don't know where to start from. Okay, come, let's have a chat. We'll break all the things that you do down. We will really identify where the fears are, where you are struggling with, which aspects is it that you need help, and we can build upon it gradually to build up the motivation to help you to develop the skills such that you can actually do that which you really want to set out and do. So that's for the mothers. The second one is that I'm also considering is people who have traveled. Migrants. I'm a migrant myself in the UK. And for most people, the circumstance such that you traveled mean that you came here and a lot of things have happened, such that you were not able to go to school. You've been doing this menial job for a long time. And because of that, you are so much in that trap, said that you don't even know where to start from. If you are at a good state, that now, okay, you've got the documentation, you can proceed, you've got the funding to be able to support yourself. You want to start doing something for yourself. You want to enroll on a course, you want to like take some training such that you can further develop yourself. Come, get in touch and let's have a conversation. Let's try and break these things down. It's a process. Sometimes you don't know where to start from. You may not know what's even on offer within the system. Come, let's have a chat, okay? Because we're going to add that value to ourselves this year. Yes, it's not going to be easy, but hey, a journey of 1,000 miles definitely do begins with a step. Okay. And the final thing that I want to promote today, in terms of the things that I do, is people in education, higher education. If you are in university or your children are in university and they will need somebody to talk to about university life, how they can actually navigate the process, especially as a Black person in a university, like thinking of how they will be high achievers, how they will really understand the system. Sometimes we tend to shortchange ourselves. Some of our children tend to shortchange ourselves. Some of my sisters, brothers, they go to uni. You may think it's being people are being racist or other thing. No, come, let's have a talk. Sometimes it's better to know. There are certain elements within, like you look at student assignments, you marking, and you are like, this mistakes is easily avoidable. Some people are even struggle to understand, especially people who have come from Ghana to do their masters in the UK. It's a whole two different system of education, different assignments, and some people struggle to come. If you have such a challenge, come. Yeah, and my contact is, you can contact me in my face on my Facebook page. Yeah, the page inbox is good. I've put in a hi in the chat. It's on life journey with Ellen. So if you go through the chats on this under this video, you see the Facebook link. You can follow it, you can like it, and if you want to contact me via the inbox of this Facebook. Yes, my name is Ellen, and thanks so much for joining me and spending time with me this evening on the Amma Manson Network as we talk, listening to how we can add value to ourselves. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with me. And I really, really enjoy being here this evening. I'm planning to be here on Tuesdays, maybe around the same time next week. So join me as we delve more into the self-development. Self-development, the how. How do we do that? How do we add on to ourselves so that we can really, really see the progress that we so much desire in 2023. Thank you all so much. Good night.